So what do you guys see as the impact of AI in cloud operations and security response within the next, I know it's difficult to predict kind of next week, but the next 12 to 24 months or so? Any thoughts on that?
Well, I'll chime in real quick.
12 days? Okay. Whatever time frame you're comfortable with.
Yeah. I think a lot of the AI craze is being driven by vendors right now. So I've worked with some VCs as a part of working for a large financial organization. I got connected with them. They still have me talk to companies that they potentially want to invest in. They're investing in every company that approaches them around an AI something in the name, $5 million. They'll just give it to them. And the problem is this is creating a huge market of useless AI tools, guys. In some cases, not even AI tools. I mean, MIT just released an article that said 93 of all AI deployments showed no return on investment. So the thing is AI is transformational. My developers are using it. Our organization's using it. But it's the use case. It's the return on investment. It's not everyone just jump in the pool with everything AI. There are tools out there that state they're AI, but they're no more AI than the tools you've been losing for the last 15 years. They just have it in the name. And so what I see is in the next 2 to 5 years, you're going to have these really large emerging organizations. And when they emerge, and a lot of these startups, unfortunately, will collapse, you're going to see a lot of R&D investment. And when the R&D comes out, it's when we're going to start truly seeing some significance out of AI that we haven't seen yet. Instead of just AI agents, scripts, small automation, running small security practices, these things are just the tip of the iceberg. And once you start throwing R&D behind it, I think we're going to start seeing some significant transformation behind AI.
Thanks, Troy.
Yeah, I think the security implications of AI are really driving a lot of the work that I'm seeing and that my team is working on. So there were all the fun stories in the early days where everybody stood up a chat bot, and then Air Canada gave away free flight tickets, and Amazon gave away coupons, right? So the red teaming of AI workloads is really key, and we spend a lot of time helping clients build repeatable tests to run against their, to check their prompt guards, check their guardrails, that sort of thing. I think the other thing that AI is really driving, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, is the finding and remediation of bugs. So the vulnerabilities, the number that are coming out are again continuing to grow, and that shift of moving from a monthly patch cycle, patch Tuesday isn't quick enough, that sort of thing. I think that's the other big shift that AI is driving now. We're seeing amazing productivity and enhancements around development. And if you're not using AI to help code today, you're probably handicapping yourself in many ways, right? Those tools have become very mainstream. But on the security side, having the ability to find defects, propose solutions to those defects, put in a pull request so that all the developer has to do is review it and say, yep, that's a bug, all right, and that code looks good, and push it, right? Those are the sorts of things you need to be putting in place now.
Good. And I'll ask you to both be quick at the end
sure,
so we can get to questions. Thank you.
So I'll just quickly say that I think the challenge and the opportunity is that AI is so foundational, right? It isn't a point solution, and so it can really impact every part of our security operations. But that's also a challenge because people are throwing it at everything. And I think we have to be really careful about that and consider what the right use cases are. Is machine learning a better choice than generative AI? Are there non-deterministic or the deterministic solutions? Because those may be better, especially when we're talking about security and cloud infrastructure. There are a ton of places, and I couldn't start to list them. But if you go through every point of security, I think you will find beneficial uses for AI. And I'd also just add that because of the speed, as you mentioned, it's not going to be acceptable anymore to act at human pace. So we're going to need to do that or find ways to automate so that we're operating at machine pace.
Thanks.
And, just to keep it very concise, right? I would say the two areas in my mind where there's going to be value is one, drift detection remediation, right? Which is essentially ensuring that your declared state and your desired state of security policies are exactly matched with each other. And in case there's somebody manually tries to widen a security rule, security group, anything for that matter, the drift engine can pick it up in a matter of minutes and then go ahead and revert it back to the baseline state that you would want, right? So I think that's going to be really important and key, and organizations thinking about incorporating that are going to be the ones ahead. The second point would be in terms of looking at vulnerability remediation, right? And I think that's a good point that was also brought up, right? Which is with Mythos class capabilities, which is today on the defensive coalition side, they're looking at every kind of exploit that could be opened on a browser or on an operating system, right? But 6 to 18 months down the line, that same capability could be available to the adversaries as well. So they're going to be having that kind of capability to now perform those attacks which the defensive coalition has. And I think vulnerability remediation and the velocity of basically doing that at scale is going to be really important.
Hugely. Thanks very much for all of that, guys.